Hi, we're not literally. Welcome to the behind the scenes video for the... I was supposed to. Hi, we're not literally. Welcome to the behind the scenes video for the Hufflepuff House Pride music video Sorted This Way.
And then you talk.
You want me to do it again? Hi, we're not literally. Welcome to the behind the scenes video for the Hufflepuff House Pride music video Sorted This Way. I'm Dana.
I'm Ginny.
And I'm Eric.
This video goes out as a thank you to all the people who donated to us on Kickstarter and made this project possible. We know you're interested in how our videos get made, so here's a little overview.
Alright, let's roll them. Roll them. This is shot 2. Go ahead and roll sound.
No, I said that I'd come to your party. I swear I only meant to arrive a little tardy, but it was getting late and there are albums I've been meaning to check out. I'm a bit of a mess with a lot on my mind. Don't mean to complain, but if you have the time, I ought to apologize for my recent behavior. The dishes are piling up in the sink. There's nothing in this house but water to drink, and so many phone calls I probably ought to return. So many excuses I have to make, but every time I try it feels a little fake. I'm trying my best to work it out on my own. I'm a bit of a mess with a lot on my mind. Don't mean to complain, but if you have the time, I ought to apologize for my recent behavior.
Okay, now everybody come in. Oh, no, keep that playing.
Sorry. My baby.
Why did I stop recording? You always do the funniest stuff when I'm not recording.
You just like turn it off and I immediately dance.
Yes, precisely. First came the audio. We already had but that's fine. Where are we looking? Okay.
Always that one.
Always that one?
Yeah.
Okay, because I had a couple moments. The first step was recording the music. Ginny and I had already written the lyrics, so we teamed up with the talented Clay Stafford to lay down the audio in his recording studio.
For those of you who aren't familiar with the process of audio recording, Dana and I each recorded our tracks separately, and then they were mixed together in post-production.
Okay, so why don't we just run through, we'll do a quick take just to let you get comfortable,
Yeah,
and then we'll do the real one.
Oh, there ain't no other way. Babe, I was sorted this way. Cool.
Sound good?
How does that sound?
Let's listen.
Hardworking, patient, and a friend to all, so put your badger paws up in the air. We're good.
Yep, that's it.
That sounded better, right?
It did sound better.
Do you wanna
I'm
listen
afraid
to it
of
real
your,
quick?
because you're hardworking. The way you say working is like hardworking, because you're like, because you're like, wee, we're
My
going up.
little friends, as we all sing a happy little working song.
Exactly like that.
Voice is clear and strong. Oh, this sounds so dizzy in the
I'm Hufflepuff and I'm proud. No, I'm not one of the crowd. I'm in the right house, baby. I was sorted this way. Some people won't accept you. Just find the strength to be true. You're in the right house, baby. You were sorted this way. Cool. Let's hear that.
Ooh, that was, yeah, not the right note there.
Not quite.
That was not the right, but thanks for playing that, because now I know. So,
Right.
that does sound better.
Yeah.
Not even slither, alright. Hey, hey, hey. Love the house I'm in, and so should you. Gloria Tione Kisses.
Yeah, can we hear Dana's first there with my second?
Yep.
I was sorted this way. I was sorted this way. I'm in the right house, baby. I was sorted this way.
I think we liked your harmonies because you.
Although, Ginny,
I
my
don't
favorite part is no longer in here for you
What's
now.
your
I want to
favorite
hear
part?
it. My favorite part.
I was sorted this way. I was sorted this way. I was sorted this way. I'm in the right
You nailed it.
house, baby. I was sorted this way.
Really pretty.
Yeah,
You
I
absolutely
like
nailed
that
that
harmony
one.
way better than I like the
Mhm.
second take one too. Wait, was that my?
Don't look at the camera.
Step right up, jump the man in the water. $2 small.
When I was learning it, it drove my parents nuts in high school. Wait, damn it.
Yeah,
There it is.
Wow.
She said, we're so mutually talented.
Mm-hmm.
So we should move this up a little.
Oh yeah, we gotta raise it for.
I would do it, but I'm afraid to touch it.
Don't touch it.
That's what
You
she
guys
said.
didn't sign my liability agreement.
That's also what she said. No matter which house you crave, I will. I'm singing it because I can.
Yeah, I like this much better.
And
Sounds
that's a
good.
wrap.
Much better. Yay!
Once we had the MP3 together, all we had to do, once we had the track mixed, all we had to do was get the MP3 together, and then we were set up and ready to record.
And then we cut to, we're going to be mimicking that scene from Bad Romance where we're cutting between walking and the pose, like against the white cyc wall.
Sure.
With the dancers in the background behind the individual singer. Let me keep going, the whole thing. And then the dancers are going to come closer around you, and then as the music drops, as the background drops, all the dancers and you are going to fall, but I'm going to be like standing for my verse.
My house, I'll never stray. I'm in the right house, baby, and here I'm gonna stay.
While we were waiting for the track to be mixed, we started prepping for the video itself. One thing that we needed that we didn't really have for Slytherins was funding.
We had big plans for the Hufflepuff video, and we couldn't do it alone. So we opened an account at Kickstarter and started a campaign to raise money to fund the video from fans. We not only made our goal, but exceeded it by almost $100 thanks to our generous fan base.
Although we thought we had more money than we could ever spend, it disappeared unbelievably fast. One of the things that ate up the money was the location. Renting that location for the entire day ended up being pretty pricey.
We spent a long time trying to track down the perfect location. Last minute, about a week before filming, the owners of the space we wanted were finally generous enough to price something that would work for us.
The biggest thing that we were looking for in a location was it had to kind of look like Hogwarts, so we had a little bit of that Harry Potter feel. We had tried like warehouses and a couple other things, but the church where we shot it at turned out to be the ideal place.
And play it.
I will be Hufflepuff made. I'm in the right house, baby. I was born to behave. I'm Hufflepuff.
Start again. Sorry.
Okay. The space was perfect. Now we just needed the people to fill it. So Ginny and I reached out to friends and friends of friends to find a group of extras and dancers. We knew we were asking a lot because they had to provide their own costuming and learn serious choreography or serious. So,
Despite that,
yep, there's another line there. Despite all of that, more than 30 people turned up to help us out.
but there was a lot more to worry about for the Not Literally crew. Dana and I each had to have our own costumes, 4 for each of us, and we had to handle things like props, equipment, feeding our extras, and we had to work closely with Eric to create a detailed shot list.
Unlike Slytherins, where we did pretty much a shot-by-shot remake, this one we had to come up with the entire concept of the video ourselves, which takes a long time to do. Eventually we would get burned out writing the shot list, and we would just write more cool stuff here.
Then we have close-up of your face, and then we zoom out, and you're supported by, you talk about friends, so you're supported by friends, Hufflepuffs, and or other houses. Then we go to the accepting other houses scene, where we have the Ravenclaw, the Gryffindor, and the Slytherin, like, joining.
Okay.
And then it's gonna zoom out, and then I'm gonna have my visual effects shot where I change into the real close.
Yeah.
And then we get to the choruses, a lot of choreographed dance, rave scenes, fire breathing, aerial, cool stuff, all in the black background.
Awesome.
Which doesn't really work out when you get to your actual filming date. And you're like, okay, let's film more cool stuff. And then everybody looks at each other like,
What cool stuff?
what cool stuff are we talking about?
What stuff?
Just like dancing, and then, yeah. So there's a lot of work to do. I'm going to cut that part out because it's stupid.
It was so natural.
No, just that last,
I liked
just the last
it.
line.
The first of 2 scheduled filming days had finally arrived. Ginny and I were terrified that something was going to go wrong, and we both had nightmares about all of those things the night before filming.
That morning when I woke up at 5:30, I actually put on my underwear inside out, and I didn't realize it until we did our first costume change.
The location we booked ended up being perfect. We got there an hour early to start setting up, and pretty soon extras and dancers started showing up, and they launched into hair and makeup.
We're lucky enough to have a very talented hair and makeup artist friend named Caitlin, and she did all of our looks for us. Dana and I each had 3 different looks we were moving between. We had our regular Hogwarts uniforms, but then after that we each had 2 rave outfits that came with their own elaborate hair and makeup.
Speaking of, I was terrified the entire time I was dancing that my Lady Gaga hair bow was going to fall out. But luckily, Caitlin had secured it with, 50 bobby pins. So many.
Oh, that's me. While they were getting hair and makeup done, I was setting up all the cameras, the tripods, the dolly gear. I was also working with 2 other videographers, Chris and Julian, just to make sure that we were getting all the coverage that we needed during the dance sequences, because we didn't have a lot of time at the space that we were at.
I smiled right when he said coverage.
You should have done it, because it's funny.
Speaking of coverage.
And we used CoverGirl to get all the coverage that we needed.
That's not a plug. We're not even getting paid by them.
Yet.
Yes.
Easy, breezy, beautiful.
We're looking for sponsors, by the
Cover
way, so
girl.
if anybody's
Hang on,
out there.
ready? Easy, breezy, beautiful.
Cover girl.
Have you had my time?
We mentioned earlier that we had some dancers learn a choreographed segment. It was a sort of Lady Gaga tribute compilation dance that was choreographed by our friends Grant and Eric. Then we got together with Eric to film a tutorial video to distribute to our dancers because we actually couldn't meet until the day of filming, so everyone had to practice individually.
You're gonna need a wand. You can use a pencil or a pen. We'll provide wands at the filming.
Okay, for this section, make sure that you're holding onto your wand very tightly because they are dangerous and they will fly all over the place. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? So after that, then you guys are doing 2 little hops to the side. Right leg goes out here. Then you're gonna hop. Left leg goes out. 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, flip 5, 6, 7, 8, and right, left, down, out, 5, 6, 7, 8.
We thought it was going to be really awkward to dance together for the first time, and we were nervous about it, but we shouldn't have been. Everybody really did their homework, and it pretty much we record that line. We were afraid it was going to take a while to get used to dancing together, but every single extra really did their homework, and we pretty much nailed it on the first take.
That's one of the things that I was most worried about was we had never actually practiced the choreographed dancing as a group. Everybody just watched the tutorial online, and but the day of the shooting, I got everybody together, like, all right, let's do a practice take. Fired up the music, and these two let it off, and everybody just nailed it.
Can you guys, I'm going to do a rehearsal. Can you play the first chorus? Here we go. That was awesome. I'm so happy. Woo! Nice work, dancers.
I was grinning from ear to ear just because that was one of the things I was most worried about was getting the dance right, and everybody nailed it.
It was a big relief.
Yep.
I'm a bit of a mess with a lot on my mind. Don't mean to complain, but if you have the time, I ought to apologize for my recent behavior. The dishes are piling up in the sink. There's nothing in this house but water to drink, and so many phone calls I probably also return. So many excuses I have to make, but every time I try it was a little fake. I'm trying my best to work it out on my own. I'm a bit of a mess with a lot on my mind. Don't mean to complain, but if you have time.
One thing about Dana and I is that, especially on camera, we are super high energy. So there's a lot of footage of us between takes dancing and or high-fiving. And that was fun to see while we were sorting through the footage.
And there was a lot of footage. We had 3 cameras going the whole time. We had 2 Panasonic GH2s running, and we had a Canon 60D on a full Steadicam rig. A full Steadicam rig is really hard to operate. It takes a lot of practice, but you get really cool moving shots just because everything's so smooth. And that was a great addition to have.
Yeah, it's true, I've had some bad days, but I think that's healthy in its own way. And it's not so bad, I say. Good letters for him.
Oh, the dolly. I'm supposed to mention the dolly because we have a lot of footage of me using it.
Been instructed
So
to mention the dolly.
what I'm going to do is, during this part where I'm talking now, I'm going to show you footage of the dolly. Dolly moves allow us to move the camera smoothly without having it shake all over the place. So we did quite a bit of that, and you'll notice in the video, you'll see the camera moving in and out and then side to side. That's, quit laughing. But we got a lot of good shots of the dolly. One of our camera operators, Chris, actually wiped out during one of the shots, which was pretty hilarious.
Roll song.
specific scenes to film, but actually the majority of our time was spent filming the choreographed dances on different backgrounds over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, you have to do a lot of takes just to make sure that you get everything right. So when we're filming, even if we get a really good take, we'll probably do it again, 2 or 3 times just to make sure that we get it right.
We'll do one more. That one was great, though. I think we're good.
And pretty much when Eric says that was great, 1 more take and we'll be done, he means 7 more takes.
Or 10.
It was a really long day, but we provided coffee and energy drinks for everybody, and we fed them lunch when energy started to run low around the middle of the day.
Yeah, lunch was awesome. Ginny's parents came in and catered for us. They made a bunch of burritos. They also catered for gluten-free, right? And then vegetarian. So we had burritos. There was pasta, a bunch of really good food. It was great. Really good lunch. One of the things with extras is you have to feed them. If you have people volunteering for 8 hours during the day, you got to make sure that they have food and caffeine, or else
they'll wander off.
Yeah, they'll wander off. They'll get sluggish. So yeah.
It was definitely a full day's work, and we and the dancers still had a whole lot more to film. So a couple weeks later, we all gathered at a photography studio, and we filmed more of the dancing. They had a completely black room and a completely white room that we could film against for a lot of it.
Those are called psych walls.
The more you know.
Hello, I got the letter that you sent to me, and you know that it really meant a lot to me. And you go on your pleasant voyage overseas, but you show back up in purple crank calligraphy. I dare say that it put a smile on my face in some way. We were once again in the same place and words collate, uniting us through time and space. And today I thought a lot about you, Grace. It may seem silly, but it means so much. A friendly word can be your greatest crutch. The rough times never seem so tough when you and I can stay in touch. Now indeed, it was immediately confuscated, but truly the message there is deep ingrained within me, and my joy just can't be contained when I see that our correspondence is sustained. It may seem silly, but it means so much. A friendly word can be your greatest crutch. The rough times never seem so tough when you and I can stay in touch. Yeah, it's true, I've had some bad days, but I think that's healthy in its own way. And it's not so bad, I say. Your letters clear my thoughts away. Hello, I got the letter that you sent to me, and you know that it really meant a lot to me. And you go on your pleasant voyage overseas, but you show back up in purple print calligraphy. I dare say that it put a smile on my face in some way. We were once again in the same place and words collide, uniting us through time and space. And today I thought a lot about you.
During those scenes, we actually had a lot of muffins around. I don't know if you guys noticed that. And then we, in the tableau scene, had a golden retriever named Willie. And during some of those scenes, Willie kind of struggled to coexist with the muffins, but it turned out to be okay.
He's gonna sit right there. He has one. Okay.
And Caitlin is bobby pinning his golden retriever hair down.
Oh.
Smelling the muffins.
So can we...
He's gonna be over in front of Grant.
Okay, come on, let's keep going. No, I know the muffins are just right there.
We just need to
We gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Sit.
Willie actually belongs to a friend of ours, and he was specially groomed for his internet debut.
And he's really handsome.
We need someone.
Pretty good.
Come on in.
Hold on.
Does anybody have a minge speaking of? Just made out with a golden retriever.
I wasn't really sure.
There you go. Perfect.
We're good? You happy?
You guys are a Hufflepuddle. I just realized the angle I'm at is like you can see Jenny's butt. Say hi to behind the scenes.
It's like on a scale of 1 to Voldemort, how awkward are your clothes?
Okay, you want to play the song from the beginning? We're going to do the whole thing?
Happy smiles.
It doesn't R-I-N. Just put your arms up. Cause you were sort of this way. Don't be fair, just never change. Don't be fair, just never change. Don't be fair, just never change. Give yourself credit, you're here because you're dedicated and fair. Working patient and a friend to all, so put your badge up in the air.
Then we had to do all of the special effects and cut the footage into a working music video.
Yeah, we about 2 months from our projected release date, which we were aiming for was June, I started editing, doing the primary edit on the video. Editing takes a long time, and we all have full-time jobs, so it was always being done on evening and weekends. We would get together and go through the rough cuts, make sure that the direction was going where we wanted to.
Dana and I spent a lot of time masking and tracking the wand
Frame by
points.
frame, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frame by frame.
One of the things we did with the wands is we added a glowing LED to the end of it, which added a really cool element. So when the wand was moving over somebody's face, it would actually light up their face for real. And then we enhanced that with a couple different After Effects tricks. But that meant tracking that little point of the wand for every frame that it's in the video, which is a lot of frames.
Especially in those shots that have all of the dancers and the cameras zooming in and out. It was,
and the wand going behind people and
Yeah.
coming back out, and it was
It's a lot
fun.
of work, but I think the payoff was worth it.
Definitely,
Looking forward.
definitely.
It was a wild ride, and we hope you guys love the video as much as we loved making it.
We're Not Literally Productions. Thanks for watching.
Bye, guys.
It doesn't matter if you're a Gryffindor or Slither R-I-N. Just put your wands up. Cause you were sorted this way, baby. The sorting had told me as a first year I would be in Hufflepuff. Students laughed at me as I sat down. I thought I wasn't good enough.
There's nothing wrong with having Badger pride, cause it's the house where I belong. So hold your head up, kid, and don't you cry. The sorting hat is never wrong. I'm Hufflepuff and I'm proud. No, I'm not one of the crowd. I'm in the right house, baby, I was sorted this way.
Some people won't accept you, just find the strength to be true. You're in the right house, baby, you were sorted this way. Oh, there ain't no other way, babe, I was sorted this way. Baby, I was sorted this way.
Sorted this way.
Oh, there ain't no other way, babe, I was sorted this way.
I'm in the right house, baby, I was sorted this way.
Don't be a spare, just never change. Don't be a spare, just never change. And I'm proud, no, I'm not one of the crowd.